In a quiet and cold street of London, there was a small house where an old mother lived all alone. In her world, there was only one light, her son, whom she had raised by giving her entire life. That same son had gone to America a few years ago in search of a better future. When she bid him farewell, she hid her tears in her eyes and kept only prayers in her heart, that wherever my child lives, may he stay happy and blessed. In the beginning, there were phone calls, sometimes laughter, sometimes conversations, sometimes a mother's advice. But slowly, life's busyness surrounded the son, and the calls became less and less until they stopped completely. Yet the mother's faith never faded. Every day, she would hold her old button phone in her hands, her eyes wandering between the door and the screen, as if a silent battle was going on between hope and reality. One day, she gathered the courage and went to a nearby mobile shop. Her hands were trembling, but a small hope was still alive in her heart. She said to the shopkeeper, "Son, please check if this phone is broken." The shopkeeper looked at it carefully and gently said, "Mother, the phone is perfectly fine." Hearing this, her eyes filled with tears, and she softly said, "Then why doesn't my son call me? Can you give me a phone on which my son will call me?" Hearing this, the shopkeeper fell silent because no technology had an answer to that question. Meanwhile, in America, the son had become lost in his new life. He got married there, had children, a home, and happiness. But somewhere in all of this, his mother's place remained empty, a place he himself had ignored. Time kept passing, and in London, the mother's world kept shrinking. Her days passed while looking at the door, and her nights while holding the phone close to her chest, hoping that maybe today a call would come. She never expressed her pain in words. She just kept living silently. Then one day in America, while watching his children play, something suddenly pierced his heart. He remembered his mother, the same mother who stayed awake for him at night, who burned in his fever as if it were her own, the one who could fight the whole world just to see his smile. His heart became restless, as if something inside him was calling out, "Go back, there is still time." Leaving everything behind, he immediately left for London. When he reached the house, he slowly opened the door. There was a strange silence inside, as if time itself had stopped. In one corner of the room, his mother was lying, very weak, very fragile. Her breaths seemed to be breaking with every passing moment. He rushed to her and called out, "Mother!" His voice carried regret, pain, and fear. With great difficulty, she opened her eyes and saw her son. A faint smile appeared on her lips, as if all her life's prayers had been accepted in that single moment. With trembling hands, she touched her son's face, and very softly she said, "I knew you would come. My son cannot leave me. I just wanted to hear your voice once. Today, I have seen you too." Tears were flowing from the son's eyes. He wanted to say something, to ask for forgiveness, but the words broke in his throat. And in that very moment, the mother's breath slowly faded away, as if she had been waiting only for this one moment. And now, she was leaving in peace. The room fell silent, but within that silence was a scream, a pain that never fades throughout life. The son remained sitting there, his head at his mother's feet, carrying an emptiness in his heart that nothing in this world could ever fill.